welcome to my channel. My name is Joy, and I'm making some changes to this channel, which what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting a subject up in the title. Like, for instance, this is going to be a reading for work-related. So if you have a question that is a work-related question, then these cards are going to be pulled. I'm going to put the intention of that into these cards, and I'm going to be doing the 5-card spread that I always do. I'm going to tell you what that position of the card means, and then I want you to use your own intuition and look at the card, okay? Like, for example, alright, this one is the 7 of Swords. So what I would be telling you to do is, well, the first position of the reading is represents you and the energy that is around you. So what I'm asking you to do is to look at this card, and what is the very first thing that comes, that stands out to you. Alright, so this is all intuition type of readings. If you know the meanings of the cards, then of course you can incorporate that as well, but it's not absolutely necessary. So you can look at this and you say, well, when I'm looking at this, it looks like he's looking over his shoulder, like he's being kind of sneaky. So is there something at your work that's in your energy of being sneaky? Okay, is it someone being sneaky, or could it possibly, be you? I mean, I'm not going to be going into this reading at all. You're going to be using it as your own your own senses, okay? Taking all your stuff, taking your computer, taking all your supplies out from your desk, and you're going to be quitting your job, right? You may be going to be quitting your job, so you're going to, little by little each day before you give your resignation, your 2-week notice, you may be taking home some of your pens, something like that, and you're kind of sneaking off. You're not really sneaking because they belong to you, but you feel as though you're sneaking off with them. So it's going to be like that, whatever your story is. And then I'm going to be laying out the 5 cards, and every card I'm going to be telling you the position of it, and I want you to look at the picture and what's the very first thing that you reckon, that catches your eye on that card. And I also want to, let you know. I mean, I'll talk through it a little bit, of course. If the card is facing to the right or to the left, that's your past, that's your future. What position is the person on the card looking at straight ahead, looking this way, looking that way? What are they? If there's a card right here and there's a card right here, is this person looking over here at this position? So it's kind of like a tarot lesson in a way, I guess, but everybody has. I could do this, and I could, put my intuition into it and go ahead and make a work-related tarot read, but it's not going to resonate with everybody. This way, if you read your own cards, it's going to resonate with you, and just have to remember to keep an open mind. You want to look at the symbols. What do you first notice? What are the colors? What is the background of the cards, pictures? All right. So again, this is going to be for a work-related issue that you may be having. Okay. I will put a picture of the card up in the corner here, so you may want to get a pen and paper or something to write down to do your reading on. This one just flew out, so we're going to use this one here. Some that's twisted around. Alright. So let's go ahead with your first card. You have the King of Pentacles. All right, so I'm just going to do a little bit of explaining, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put this card up in the corner here for you, or this corner, I don't know which one. All right, so when you first looked at this card, what did you first notice? Did you notice his face? He has kind of a content-looking face on him, right? He's also holding a pentacle, which is a coin. But he's not holding it very tight. He's just very modestly holding on to it. So, what does that mean something to you in your job about, are you happy with the money that you're making, with your abundance? Are you collecting enough abundance at your job? We also have some bulls up on his throne here. That could be a Taurus. Those could be Tauruses. Or it could be bullheaded, right? I'm just, giving you some scenarios. But I want you to really look at this card to bring out the energy. This card is representing you at this time and the energy that's around your question, okay? And again, you can look and you can see that he has his foot, one foot stretched out, stretched out. And it's sitting, and his foot is actually on an armadillo. Armadillos have very soft bodies, soft bellies, and a hard shell, right? Really, are you really protective at your job? But, underneath, inside, you may be a soft, gentle person, but you may be a little more tense at work, a little more. Are you wanting to become the boss as well, being a little hard-headed and being a little stiff, being a little more aggressive, okay? So those are just some scenarios that you can get from this card, but I want you to do your own reading here. So again, this is representing you and your energy at this time and on the question that you had asked, okay? So let's go ahead now. You can pause this again at any time, right? Let's go on to position number 2. Now position number 2 in this spread is what's your higher self? What does your soul, what do your guides, what's your inner knowing here? What's your inner knowing on this subject? And this card comes out as portraying something that it's going to tell you something that deep inside that you may be just pushing aside, like, I don't believe that, I don't do stuff like that, or that's not really going to help me, but deep down inside that it's calling you, you've known this all your whole life, and that's what this card is coming out as, a message. And you have the Two of Swords. Again, look at what do you first notice on here? What do you first notice on here? Are you noticing a lady with a blindfold on? Or did you notice the sharp swords that she's crossing her heart with? Right? Have you noticed she's sitting on a stone bench? What are stones like, It's gray. It's also a very light gray. They're cold. They're cold. Stone is cold, but it's also grounding. And she does have her feet flat on the ground, right? We've got islands in the back here. All right. Nice calm water, nice calm water. Are you hiding something? This could be saying, are you hiding something? Are you not letting your heart, are you not letting your heart you're not letting your heart flow, you're not letting the blood, you're not letting your circulation, are you just tense? Are you really tense and you're afraid to speak up perhaps on your job here? Are you afraid to ask for a raise? Because again, the pentacles are for abundance, right? So look at this card and put this, and really pay attention to this one, because this is coming from your guides, from your higher self, from your soul, from your intuition, from your all-knowing. All right? And number 3 now is for something at your job, or in your story here, in your question, is something that you have to have awareness of, and that is the Emperor. The Emperor. Right? What's the first thing you noticed on here? Is it his red coat? What does red mean to you? Right? Does the word just in general Emperor mean anything to you? What do you see an emperor as? A boss? Right? And here he has rams. He has rams on his throne. Aries. Do you see it as? Do you see these ram? Do you see these? He's got 2 rams up on the top here. Do you see that as Aries? And these are, here's some more rams. You could even say this might be even a Capricorn, right? For the goat. You can take a, even look at the mountains behind this car, behind him here. If you look at it, this one here kind of looks like a hermit in the deck. It looks like someone with a hood on, What does that mean to you? He has armor on. He has armor on, and again, he has 1 foot forward, right? He has 1 foot forward. Here. King of Pentacles has armor on his legs as well. 1 foot out, 1 foot forward. The Emperor has armor on. 1 foot a little extended out a little more. Does that get like, is that like, get ready, get set, go? Are you being protective? Are you protecting yourself from something? Protection here. Protecting and guarding your heart. You don't want to see what's going on. Alright? Now this next, in this spread, the next card that is being pulled represents family. Family and friends, co-workers, how are they coming into this answer for you? What are they bringing to you? What are they bringing to you in your story, in your question? What are they representing? The Knight of Swords. All right, and I will say, I'll tell you a little bit here. The Knight of Swords is the fastest, the quickest knight of them all. All right? As you can see, now what's the first thing you see here? Do you see the face on that horse? Are you noticing that the wind, that he's going against the wind? All the clouds in his plume on his helmet are all blowing in the wind. Right? What does a sword represent to you? Did you notice the sword here? The swords are all about communication and authority. Authority? I said authority, okay? Is that what the Emperor represented to you? Authority? Something to have awareness of. Have awareness of your authority, possibly? Alright? And now when I lay this card down here, this knight, he's running this way, which to your left, he's running to the left. To the left is your past, okay? This knight is rushing into the past. It's something to consider as well, okay? Now you have, I'm just going to add this to here. All right, these two cards, the Sword and the Emperor. What position are where? If she didn't have this blindfold on, they're facing right forward at you. You know, they're being very forward with you. This message is being very forward, okay? Coming out, let's just say, very strong. The King of Pentacles here. He's kind of got a little somber, he's got a little somber face on him. He's kind of, you know, doing that. And these are some things that you have to consider when you're going to, you know, do this reading. All right, and this card here is your final card that's going to put all of this together and represents the outcome of your story. And it is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Again, look at the card. What do you first see on this card when you look at it? Did you first notice the boat? Did you first notice the calm water? Or did you first notice the rough water? Did you notice the people in the boat? You know, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this card? And you take that meaning and you put it into your story here. Okay? Calm on one side, rough on the other. Going across the ocean, going across the sea, going across the water, going across your emotions. Water, emotions. Are you taking a trip? Are you leaving leave your emotions, leave the rough, the sad emotions behind to a calming, more emotional time for yourself? Okay, so those are your cards, and there's your answer to your question. And you know, this is I would say it is more reliable as me just saying, okay, we're going to do a reading on a work situation that you're having, right? Because not everybody, it's not going to resonate with everybody. And this way, if you saw the title, you went with work. Yes, I do have a question on my employment, on my work, on my situation at work. Read these cards and find your answer. Okay? Someone else could be having a similar question to you, but they're going to read the cards totally different because that's their life. Now, do remember this is for entertainment only, and what you're seeing here is not written in stone. Any little thing that you could tweak or that you change will change the outcome and the story of what the cards say. The cards are just bringing you a suggestion as of this moment, the time and the way you're feeling at the time that you asked your question. All right? So I will put a picture of this spread also right now at the end for you. And I thank you. Bye.